I'm going to show you how to get rid of that chicken wing. But first, let's talk about what the chicken wing is and why it's a bad thing. This is all about getting the flat bag. Everybody wants that mythical flat bag when you throw. Probably the number one issue I see for people throwing is they have that handshake release, which means when you come through, your hand, instead of the palm being up, you're releasing almost like you're shaking somebody's hand. And that gets that bag coming. If you're right-handed, it gets that left side of that bag low, the right side high. It's going to cause that bag to hit and kick to the right. If you're left-handed, it's going to be just the opposite. Right side low, left side high, it's going to hit, kick to your left. So how do we get rid of that? Well, first, let's talk about what causes it. And the cause of it is what I call the chicken wing. It's your elbow. For a lot of you, when you go to get that palm up, if your elbow is out, you can't rotate over. In order to rotate your palm up, you've got to bring that elbow in. And now for some people, it may be a physical limitation. Maybe you have some issues with your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, and you can't tuck that in, you can't get that up, and that's fine. You can survive, you can have success, you can be a great player with a non-flat bag. There are a lot of pros out there that don't have a flat bag. But for a lot of you, it's not a physical limitation. It's more of a mechanics that's causing the problem. In the throw, regardless of your grip, however you grip the bag, regardless of the grip, when you come through, if you keep that elbow out wide, and a lot of people bring that elbow out because they're trying to clear their hip, their leg, their thighs, so they keep that arm and that elbow out. In order to get your palm flat, you have to bring your elbow in. If your elbow is out, it's impossible. Like I can't rotate my palm anymore over without bringing my elbow in. But as soon as I bring my elbow in, look how that palm flattens out. When I want to think about this, I think about brushing my elbow along my rib cage, along my sides to come through. So when I'm coming back from my throw, as I'm coming through, I'm focused on just bringing that elbow right along and almost following along my body as I come through. And that allows me to kind of bring it in as I cross my body and flattens that bag out just perfectly, gets that palm facing flat up. All right, you're going to watch here as I'm doing some throws. These first ones, I'm going to try to intentionally do the chicken wing and keep my elbow out. As you watch the elbow, watch how far the elbow, and it's not a big distance. It's not like I'm going a foot away or 6 inches away from the body. It's just an inch or two away. Just that little bit being off the body is enough to prevent you from getting that palm completely flat. And compare that to the correct throw and watch the elbow here as it brushes right along the body and almost comes in front of my body as it clears and gives me that flat palm release. And it gets that bag coming out much flatter. And I'll put these two side by side for you and you can kind of compare the difference. The one on the left obviously is the chicken wing throw, as I call it. The one on the right is the correct throw, so to speak, quote unquote. And you can kind of see the differences as I slow them down. Like I said, just watch it. You may want to rewind a couple times if you're really struggling with this to watch the difference. Watch one really closely and then go watch the other one and compare the two of them. As you're practicing this, I want you to over-exaggerate that elbow and bring it as far in as you can and really get that pinky over the thumb so the bag comes out the opposite. If you're right-handed, you're normally throwing with the right side of the bag up. I want you to over-exaggerate and throw with the left side up. If you're left-handed, you're normally throwing with the left side up. I want you to over-exaggerate and throw with the right side up. And that means really thinking about consciously bringing that elbow as far in as you can. And the bags are going to not go straight. They're going to come out the opposite and they're going to cut the opposite direction. But once you get consistent to do that, it then becomes very easy to bring it back and to tone it down a little bit and go back to flat. And then that opens up the ability to throw cut shots both left to right, right to left. So if you're right-handed, you're normally doing the handshake release. You're getting that left to right movement. And then if you want to go right to left, bring that elbow in, that pinky up high, and you get that bag come out this way, and now you get the right to left. Left-handed, you're normally going right to left. Bring that elbow in and get it off the other way. Now you can go left to right. And it really gives you the ability to shape shots, move bags. For those of you who are struggling with that handshake release, I hope this video helps. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if it did or didn't. For those of you who don't have that problem, drop a comment down below. Let me know what the one main issue you have in your throw. And maybe that'll be the next video that I put out in this series. I thank you guys so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.